What is up, guys? Sawcasm here, and today for you guys an Act 1 clear of Crypt of the Necrodancers. Pretty cool game. Just came out of early release today. It's sort of a roguelike, I don't know how to say that word. I don't know, but it's a roguelike kind of dancing game, which sounds hilarious. But basically you have to move to the beat, and all the enemies also move to the beat, so you can kind of time yourself with that. And you see at the bottom there's kind of a heartbeat going on along with those lines. Those are actually counting the beat, and when the lines go on to the heart, that's when the beat hits. So that's when you have to move. That's when the enemies are going to move. So you kind of have a little bit of predictability, and you want to move with the beat because you get a coin counter, up to a 3 times coin counter, even more with upgrades. So you want to do that to get the biggest coin multiplier, and the coins you could use to spend on upgrades and stuff in the shop that will help you potentially get a better run or have a better chance at beating the act or the level or whatever you're trying to accomplish. So yeah, try to keep that multiplier up. You don't want to destroy that if possible. You want to keep it going at all times. Just stick with the beat. Also, you can't like just spam to move. You can't, even if you wanted to, you can't move off the beat. Well, you could go a little bit off the beat, but you can't go like move as fast as you want. You really have to, there's a certain time limit in between where you can move and where you can't. So if you're way off, you won't even be able to move. That's what I'm saying. So you can't like run away to get away from a boss or something. It doesn't work like that. And there's other characters too that have different effects, such as a character, I can't remember his name now, but he removes the beats, and instead all the enemies move when he moves. So I unlocked him. It's pretty cool. But yeah, so it's a really cool game. It has a lot of different elements, a lot of unlockables and stuff like that. So what I'm going to be doing is going over some basic tips for you noobs out there, because I've been playing this for a couple of weeks, and I think I have a decent handle on this game. You know, I've been playing roguelikes and quite a bit of games like this for a little bit, so I think I have a good handle on these types of games. Although I do have to say, this game definitely brings a breath of fresh air to the genre. But with that said, yeah, first of all, just a quick note about this gameplay. So it's just an Act 1 clear, nothing too great. I definitely did mess up a little bit. I'm still learning, you know, as I go along, especially like the bosses and stuff like this. Like, I'm still learning the best methods and stuff to defeat them. You'll see at the end. When I'm versing the Conga boss, which is the boss that I got for this Act 1, or Zone 1 rather, I don't know why I keep saying Act 1, but the Zone 1 run, I got the Conga boss, and I had no clue what to do. It was my first time versing him, so yeah, but you know, I got it. But anyway, guys, so couple tips for you beginners out there. Learn the patterns of the enemies. Very, very predictable. They are pretty much the same every time. Of course, there's a little bit of variation sometimes between some of them, but for the most part, they have very set kind of moves that they can do, and they can only move in those certain directions, those certain patterns. So you just pay attention to that, and you'll definitely pick it up over the time. The time of destiny. You'll definitely pick it up over time. For example, the green slimes don't move at all. They just jump up and down, so that's pretty laughable. But this is the first act. The blue ones just go up and down. The orange ones go in a 2x2 square. They go counterclockwise, I want to say. Yeah, counterclockwise. And yeah, the dragon just goes, he goes like a dragon. So you can really learn the pattern of the enemies, and that's definitely going to help you get better and help you have better runs. So you really want to learn that. There's a section called the Beastmaster in the lobby where you go, and there's rooms in there that let you actually train on each of the monsters, so you can basically verse a specific monster and figure out its patterns. So definitely try that out if you're struggling with the specific type of monster. There's also one for the bosses. I think it's at the bottom right. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's also one of those. And yeah, so definitely learn the patterns of the enemies so that you can, you know, get better. You'll pick it up over time anyway. I mean, maybe you won't know the best strategy, but definitely by just playing more, I tended to kind of notice some trends on how the enemy moves. Like, it's pretty simple. If you see a blue slime's going up and down, it's like, I wonder where he's going to go next. Eventually, you'll pick it up. And the other thing that I want to say to you guys, thing goes without saying that you want to keep the counter up, the beat counter up, to the multiplier up as much as possible, up to 3 or more depending on your upgrades, because you get the more coins. And like I said before, more coins equals better items, more items and stuff like that, so you can have a better run. So definitely try that. And another thing that I think is really, really big, that I don't know why new players feel the need to do this in roguelike games, but if you finish the level in this game, first of all, I just want to say that this the games are time limited. So as soon as the song ends, you get dropped down to the next level, regardless of if you got all the stuff that you wanted to get in this level or not. You get pushed to the next level when the song ends. So you really want to kind of manage your time, but at the same time, take your time. There's plenty of time to actually beat the level if you just go through it at a reasonable pace. You don't need to speed run it every single time, although that would be a good challenge. And maybe once you get really good and you know all the enemies' patterns, then maybe that might be a fun thing to do. But you don't have to speed run it. It's not like you're going to be pressed for time a lot of time. Maybe at the beginning, I found myself at first when I just, after I got through the phase where I was just dying all the time, once I started figuring out the basics of the game and the enemy patterns and stuff like that, I started staying alive for a little bit. Then I noticed I was taking my time too much and the song would end and it would push me to the next level in the zone before I got all the stuff, or I cleared the area, got all the gold and stuff that I wanted. So here's my suggestion for you guys. Finish the level as fast as you possibly can without losing any health if possible. And with that said, then once you complete the level, don't go to the next level. Don't go down the stairs, which by the way, you need to kill the mini boss to go down the stairs. So kill the mini boss, do everything you gotta do, check out the map, explore the map, which in case you guys can't tell, there's a mini map on the bottom right. But do what you gotta do and then go explore and collect everything, all the gold you possibly can until the time runs out, until the song ends, because that's going to give you the most chance in, once again, getting more items, getting more upgrades. And I think you guys see a common trend with these upgrades and items and stuff like that. By the way, some of the upgrades you get can include health upgrades, which you'll see me get in this run. I ended up with almost, I think, 8 health or 8 hearts, which each heart it counts as a health. Some enemies do half a heart of damage, some enemies do a whole one, and it varies, but 8 is quite a lot for a single run. So I kind of got lucky like that, and that is literally, I think, the only reason that I was able to defeat this conga boss, because this is my first time facing it. I had no clue what to do, but I figured it out, and because I did beat it. But yeah, so you get some upgrades in the form of health, weapons, and stuff like that, more damage, defense, upgrades, spells, a bunch of things, and it really, really can help. By the way, you get these upgrades in the shop, or there's some that you just find randomly throughout the map or in treasure chests. There's different colors and rarities of treasure chests, but the gold is going to be spent in the shop. So I stacked up a bunch of gold, and I all gold everything and went to the shop, and yeah, so that's my point. Clear the level as fast as you possibly can while still being safe, and then collect everything else that is remaining in the level after you defeated all the enemies, and see if there's other places you can explore. Don't go down the level before you explored everything. By the way, some people don't know, there's some secret rooms sometimes which you get to by actually digging through the walls, which, I mean, this might be obvious to some people who've played roguelikes before, but believe it or not, if you haven't, this is probably not very obvious to you. So if you dig around at the wall, sometimes there's a secret room that you wouldn't expect to be there on the map. So you could dig through the dirt and some other different blocks once you get better shovels, and once again, you get that as an upgrade sometimes. And once you get better shovels, you go through other types of blocks, and yeah, so just be careful about that, but also keep that in your mind. If you have some extra time, just go digging around. So yeah, that is about it, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. I'm going to let the rest of the Act 1 run play for you guys, just so you guys can get a good idea of this. This game, I feel like it has a lot of replayability. And by the way, the reason I didn't do a Let's Play is because it was actually very difficult for me to play while talking in this game, while doing a commentary, because you have to pay attention to... Oh, sorry, I just hit my mic, but you really have to pay attention to the beat. So I was I was really struggling, I'm not going to lie. I was really struggling talking while playing, because you have to play to the beat, and it wasn't going well. It's like at a club, but it's so loud, and that's a terrible example, but the music is really good in this game. I really enjoyed it. I've really been enjoying this game. I think it has a ton of replayability. Apparently there's going to be mods and stuff like that, so daily challenges and just a bunch of characters, stuff like that. I think all this stuff is definitely going to keep it very fresh and entertaining for probably a while to come, so I'll definitely try. I'm going to try to get better at talking while playing this game. It's going to be a challenge for me, but I'm definitely going to try to do some Let's Plays and stuff like that, and hopefully I can get that out for you guys. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this video. Let me know what you guys think about this game if you played it, or if you just watch this video, how it looks. And yeah, subscribe if you're new. Don't forget to leave a like rating this video. It would really help me out. And with that said, thanks for watching. Peace!